Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com. I'm going to do a little video here using our ThinkorSwim version of our ultimate day trading software package, which includes the harmonic pattern, which you're seeing right here, and there's a bat pattern forming on YM on the hourly right now. And then I'm going to go down to a smaller time frame and look at how we would trade through that particular that pattern that's forming. And just to show you as well, ES is forming a very similar pattern as well, and that's quite tradable as well. So there you see ES again, back pattern forming here, and this we wouldn't be looking for longs, remember, until this finds support and starts to move away out of this projected pattern completion zone. This is now set. This has got to complete in there and start to move up for us to look for a long on the hourly. But there are opportunities. If we go back to YM to show you as an example, to use the other parts of the day trading package to actually trade. So remember this during Monday. We've had the long, we've had a pullback during the European session, and then it's gone higher, coming into the half an hour just before the open, and then we've had this negative movement right now, and this really we're looking for that to find support around about 31135 down to 3090. Remember, we're not going to trade this harmonic pattern until we find support in this pattern completion zone that the software has projected. What we're looking for though, are there any short trades going into there on a smaller time frame? Were there any long trades in this? And there were. So let me bring the 5-minute chart over. So this has the xBratAlgo on there, which are the 5 and the 6 star buys. It also has the divergence cloud here, which is your go no go gauge, if you like. So I'm going to go through the long on Monday first, which was pretty good, pretty standard. We've moved up through the EMA cloud, which is part of the suite as well. We've got a 5-star buy here. We've got no divergence cloud there though, okay? But when we get the 6-star buy, we've got divergence cloud. It looks good, and our entry's just above that signal candle there at 31435, and the stop just below the EMA cloud. And then all we do is use the EMA cloud to trail this until we get taken out and for profit. But this is where we are right now, and this is really crucial. Remember, on that hourly candle we've had 2 red candles, and it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a bearish run into that pattern completion zone. So we've printed, the software on the xBrat has printed a 6-star sell here, but there was no backup from the divergence cloud, which has just started forming now, coincidentally. So what we're looking for really, when we're going to put a strategy together for this, is we know on the hourly that harmonics coming down, potentially coming into that pattern completion zone, and we want to go below those lows. So for me, really, the entry's got to be just below these lows here, about 31354. Oops. Okay, so 6-star sell, but we haven't got the backup of the divergence cloud. That's now coming in, telling us that the divergences that measured in this software are actually pointing bearish now. They're moving apart in a bearish direction, and this is a really good thing. So now we have the stop would be above this pivot here, because it's moved back up since the 6-star sell signal. It's come to test the EMA cloud, and now we're moving back down again. So that's where our stop's going to be. Okay, those will now actually be transcribed onto the 60-minute chart. So if I just move that off a second, and that's where you can see that's where our stop is and our entry is. We can actually work out risk to reward into that zone now. So is there enough risk to reward for us? Let me just make sure I'm on the right tool here. So our stop is around about 31490, our entry. We said just below that pivot there, 31353, and we've got a 1 to 1.6 to the top of that pattern completion zone, a 1 to 2 into that pattern completion zone. So with that stop and entry strategy, and I'll go back to that 5-minute chart in a minute, we've got our entry. We're using the hourly harmonic pattern that's forming to actually say to ourselves, right, is there a smaller time frame? Can we day trade? Can we go short on YM during this move down to complete this pattern? And yes, we've got the entry strategy through that 5-minute because we've got a signal short on the xBratAlgo. So I'll bring that over again. The signal short here, but remember we've got a go no go gauge in the divergence cloud, which has just started forming now. So that signal still holds, we're still good. We've had a move back up. We've tested the EMA cloud, this pink cloud, which is good. So that gives us our stop. Our entry is going to be below these recent lows to make sure if we break them, it's going to tumble, it's going to fall, and we're going to go into that zone. And obviously we've worked at that risk to reward out. So you know, we risk $1,000 here, for example, and you know, the potential reward is $1,600 down there. So again, it's combining these indicators in this ultimate day trading toolbox for ThinkorSwim. It's available for the platforms as well. That gives us the edge. We understand what's going off on a higher time frame. You can trade the harmonics on these short time frames when they appear as well, but that gives an indication of where the price action is going. We go down to that small time frame. I know I'm talking fast, but I do this every day. It's quite simple. Then we're using the xBrat to give us the signal, but it's not just an overall direction that we've got from the harmonics. It's not just the xBrat giving us the signal. We need the go no go gauge with this divergence cloud that is now starting to form. So those divergences are happening, and they're happening in a way that gives us those bearish signals. So we've got that entry. So again, I wanted to make this video now because I saw this forming. Sometimes we wait, you know, the videos, I wake up in the European morning and we get those done because of something that's passed, but this is happening right now. So I've made this video right now. So hopefully this explains a little bit more on how powerful that day trading set of tools is for ThinkorSwim and lots of other trading platforms. So have a great trading day, and I'll speak to you all really soon.